Now, Glenn, you know Hulk. You're around Hulk enough. When he likes something and gets excited about something, the eyes get big. The eyes get
big. He points to you, goes, I like that.
But brother, here's exactly what he said. This is exactly the conversation. My right hand on my wife, my children, everybody. Brother, I like that. Then Booker will have a belt. I'll have my belt. And we can do something with that. Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
I didn't watch the WCW the last episode last night, so I don't know if we can really talk. You can maybe talk about stuff you want, but I
haven't watched any of them. So
really? Okay, it's fine. But very interesting comment last week.
Mm-hmm.
When the show was all about you, right? And everybody's like, you said we're going to talk about one of the things that you said. It's the funniest thing you said. So, but Bischoff and Conrad came on at they do their live thing, and Conrad and Bischoff, Eric's issue with you is like he can't trust you because with the Hogan thing, the Bash at the Beach, his deal was they'd agreed on something,
right?
They left, and you went out there and cut that promo. Okay, and
yeah.
Let me finish.
Whatever.
But I know for a fact. Okay, and I'm not sure. Like I don't know if if Eric is your contention that Eric and Hogan knew that you were going to cut that promo?
No, bro. Glenn,
okay, all right. No, because I want to say I'm a very. Can
I say this?
Bro,
let
me finish my thing because I'm very fair on this.
Yes,
okay?
I know. I want you to be.
I have no skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
Because I distinctly remember.
Yes.
When you had to talk to Brad after that happened.
Yes.
And when you were in the meeting, and one of the things you were telling Brad. That you were telling us in your discussion with Brad was that Brad, Hogan, the guy tried to hijack the show. What am I supposed to do? Like I had the reason you did that thing with Booker T was because what are we supposed to do?
Right.
Like as a company going forward, and that was your take, right? And fair take. However, Hogan did have creative control, so there was a problematic, right?
Right.
You tried to do the best thing. You kind of tried to skate around Hogan having creative control because he was basically hijacking the show. Okay, and everybody kind of that what I just said there really can't be argued against.
Right.
You were trying to do the best thing for the show. Hogan was using creative control, and regardless of how nefarious it is to use your creative control, that is what he was doing.
Right.
So it's there is no virtue in Hogan's position. The guy was trying to hijack the show using creative control, period.
Glenn,
but the guy, okay. But
Glenn, can I say this? Let me say this first. Please, let me jump in here, okay? Right. And I am going to write this off to Eric not remembering because I don't like to call anybody a liar.
Right.
Glenn, let's be realistic and let's be logical. Okay, Glenn, say everything went down and Hulk and Eric were not in on it. For argument's sake, Hulk, bro. Eric. You worked a long time with them. Okay, especially Eric. Let's be logical, Glenn. If I would have ordered Jeff Jarrett to lay down for Hulk Hogan, and Hulk and Eric were not in on that, when I went to the back, both of them I don't know what they would have done. I don't know what that would have looked like. I don't know if it would have got physical. I don't know what that would have looked like. The idea was when we talked in the trailer, the three of us, after the laydown, I had to make sense of how we're going to get back to Jeff and Booker. So that is why Hogan and Eric had to leave the building. They never confronted me, bro. They never approached me. The reason why they had to leave the building was so I could go out there and cut the promo. Because if I went out there, Glenn, and cut the promo and they were still in the building, Hulk would have had to come out and kill me. That's why they had to leave the building. If this were a shoot, bro, and they didn't know about it, oh my God, they would have killed me in the back. They wouldn't have left the building. There would have been a huge confrontation, bro, and that really could have been ugly. So, Glenn, here's what I said to Hulk. You guys leave the building. I will go out there. Here's my words, Glenn. I'm going to cut a scathing promo on you. And I'm going to make sense of the Jeff and Booker match. I'm going to say that your belt doesn't mean anything. Now, Glenn, you know Hulk. You're around Hulk enough. When he likes something and gets excited about something, the eyes get big. He
points to you, he goes, I like that.
But brother, here's exactly what he said. This is exactly the conversation. My right hand on my wife, my children, everybody. Brother, I like that. Then Booker will have a belt. I'll have my belt, and we can do something with that. Right hand to God, bro, being totally honest, I said to him, Hulk, let's get through tonight. As soon as I get back to Atlanta, I will give you a call and we'll discuss where we go from here. And I meant, Glenn, every word of that. Every word of that. I don't know if it would have come, we would have had a match between him and Booker. We were going to discuss that. When I got back to the office, Siegel called me in his office. Vince, what happened? I explained everything to Brad. How'd you leave it with Hulk? I said, Brad, I'm supposed to call him to go over the creative going forward. Brad said to me, Vince, you cannot call Hulk because I can't afford to put him on television. Therefore, Glenn, I never called Hulk. When I told him I would call him, I never called him based on what Brad Siegel told me. That is exactly how it all went down. Now, the reason I said to him, Glenn, and I think you know this by my work, the reason I said I'm going to cut a scathing promo on you, Glenn, I didn't know what I was going to say. I never scripted promos for myself ever. I always went out there, bro, and I was in the moment and I was acting on raw emotion. I had no idea what I was going to say in that promo. I just knew I got to make sense of the Booker T. Jeff Jarrett match. That's what the promo was all about. But the flaw in Eric's story is, bro, if you guys weren't in on this, and I showed Hogan up like that and told Jeff to lay down, bro, the second I would have walked through Gorilla, the both of you would have been right there in my face. They left the building, bro, because that was part of the plan. And like I said, Glenn, I'm going to assume Eric forgot. I don't like to call anybody a liar. I'm just going to assume he forgot. That's exactly how it went down.
How did it turn into a lawsuit then?
Because the two reasons, Glenn, I'll tell you these are the two reasons. Number one, when Hogan went home, bro, he's getting calls. He's reading the internet. Everybody believed it was a shoot. So now to Hogan, it's looking like everybody thinks Vince Russo got over on him. Everybody thinks, oh, Vince Russo said to Hogan what somebody should have said to him years ago. Everybody believed it. That's number one. Number two, Glenn, I didn't call him like I said I was going to call him. And that's what pissed him off. And I understand that completely. I would have no doubt made that call, discuss creative, had not Brad told me you can't call Hulk Hogan. So it was those two things, bro, that really set him off, that made him file that lawsuit. I hope you liked the last video, and remember, man, you can go right now, if you've never been a Patreon subscriber, go right now to patreon.com/Russo TWC and get a free week of Russo's brand on me.
What's up, Brand? This is Jeff Lane inviting you to come hang out with me over on Twitch. I'm live several nights a week playing games, classic and new, currently going through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the new Contra game, and more. So check me out, Jeff Lane 22 on Twitch.
Pick up Mike Durbin's Conan action figure, bro. Look how beautiful this thing is. I freaking love the packaging, man. Look at this. MikeDurbin.com, guys. Help Mike out, man. This is a beautiful action figure, bro. Beautiful. MikeDurbin.com.